talk about the UNREPs a little bit. Some of the things we talked about earlier, your lines laid out, make sure they're right. They're laid out to a certain length so we can measure them. Your shackles, all this stuff that we go through with this UNREP equipment, very, very important. I hit shackles first. The difference between a grade A and a grade B shackle. A lot of confusion out there. It's strength. It's the strength. If you look at your shackle sizes on our website, you'll see them. It talks about how much you're supposed to hold. If you got 3/4 inch, 5/8, 7/8 shackles. Those shackles are rated. One might only hold so much, the other one holds more. You got to have the ones that hold more. It's just like a nut and a bolt. You got a grade 2 bolt, which is very weak, a grade 8 bolt, which is very strong. A grade A shackle is weak, a grade B is strong. Make sure you got the strong ones for your UNREP gear and some of your other gear that you need. Don't use the weak stuff, okay? Attention to detail. All of your pins, are they correct? Because we wouldn't want our poor sailor going to the other ship to have an accident or a problem. So we want to make sure it's right. All of your cotter pins, attention to detail. Are they in? Safety shackles. The actual stations themselves. Please look at the website. We tell you we want to rig refueling stations, a ROB, a probe, the list goes on. We also talk about on your CONREP stations. We're going to run this in the normal mode of operation. We're also going to run this manually. So make sure your crews understand how to run it manually. We'll go right by your posted procedures, right by your placards. Do you have all your placards? Your lubrication fittings, all that business. Is it all there? That's what we're looking for. Your boats, your davits. I can't explain how important it is that you practice running them in emergency or manual operation. Because if you don't know how to do it, that's huge. Because if you lose power to the davit, you must know at a moment's notice how to launch the boat, recover the boat. Oscar, it's too late at that point to learn. So we're going to make you run it to make sure it runs in those operations, whether it's a vest davit on an aircraft carrier, flask call, come up, pump it up hydraulically, you name it. So you may be a hand crank. Depending on what you have out there, make sure you know how to run it and are prepared to run it. Do all your limit switches work? Does your wire, is the wire rope correct? What a lot of folks don't understand with UNREP, your wire safety pennants and what have you, if it's swedged, it must be pull tested. Simple rule of thumb. Check it out, 613, 40% of what it's rated at to hold, it has to be pull tested. So check your equipment. If it's not swedged, no problem. But make sure you check your gear, make sure your wire rope logs are up to date, and your weight test logs are up to date. Toolboxes. When we do your UNREP toolboxes, we'll want to see all of them laid out side by side with one person on each of them. We're going to go through the inventory list and call out one piece at a time. We call out, for instance, the Allen wrenches. Please don't show us metric Allen wrenches because none of your gear is metric. So get rid of your metrics. It's SAE. Make sure you got the right size stuff and tools in your toolboxes. Very important. You don't want to take a hit like that, not following procedures. But know that we're going to look at everything together, like things are together. Medical aid kits are all together. So we'll look at both those kits together, so on and so forth. SAR swimmers, both of them together. Group stuff like that together as we go through. It helps the inspection go quicker, much faster, much easier for you.